Welcome to Wake Up West Palm, where we talk all things downtown West Palm Beach, and you get to meet some of the incredible people and businesses that make up our beautiful community. And today, my guest co-host is Cristina Marulanda from Ingenue. Cristina, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Kate. I am so happy to be here also.
I'm very excited. We are at Lilly Juice, and we're going to be talking to the owner in a few minutes. But for now, we want to get to know you a little bit. You have a lovely boutique right around the corner from Lilly Juice.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, yes. The store is located in 410 Ingenue Street between South Dixie Highway and Quadrile. And the store has been open since August. And it's been a magnificent experience of fashion, the people, the neighbors, especially I'm talking about Lilly Juice. Niki has been amazing. She came with cookies this big to welcome me to the neighborhood. That's how I felt, so warm, and that's what I wanted to say about the neighborhood.
That's awesome. Well, you are in, obviously, downtown West Palm, which is a great place to be. You have a very interesting background in fashion, so I'm curious to know a little bit kind of what got you started in fashion, and we're so happy to have you in West Palm because you came from New York City and some of like the big places where fashion is just so iconic. So talk a little bit about your history.
Well, yeah, thank you for that introduction. I actually started way back in Ecuador, my native country, back in 1984 when I was in my 20s. And I started as a stylist for a TV host. And then I decided I wanted to do a jump to New York City. That was something brave that I was like not really thinking. How
when we're young, right? You make those decisions. You're like, yes, New York. It sounds great.
Yeah, and when I got there, I felt like this.
Oh my gosh.
In Ecuador, I was already a name, a brand, and suddenly I come to New York, and I just feel like, wow, those high-rise buildings, the fashion industry is just, it can swallow you. So I didn't have the confidence I have now. I wish I had it, to be honest. But you know what? It was humble. I started with like almost the zero position in the fashion industry. I started doing sales, wholesale, in the wholesale business. And within 6 months, I went up the ladder until I got to a showroom, and then I started to do merchandising, I started to do sales, and I started to do all the things that I love. It just organically came to me, you know, my confidence and my knowledge and all that stuff. But it was a rough start. The good thing is that I knew English. That was the best thing. When I got here in 1994, I knew English, so that was my advantage, I would say.
So what do you love about fashion?
Fashion, well, I just love, the motto right now for my store is, I want the women, when they come to my store, to leave better than when they came in. You know, I want to leave them with happiness, with joy, with self-confidence. So that's why, for me, I see fashion as that, as bringing your inner beauty out. And that's why I think fashion is what
I love that. And before we started recording, we were talking about Ingenue, and what does that actually mean? How did you name your store?
So Ingenue means debutante in French. And it also means like when you come out as a woman, as a quinceañera in a Latin culture, or Sweet 16 for the women, or I would say any age we come out, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like for me, every decade is a new beginning. I'm now in my 60s, and I feel like I'm in the 30s. But
I love that.
Yeah, and I feel like every decade is a new challenge, but I conquer.
Yeah.
Every single thing. I have in my life. I have when I turned 10, I thought I was going to be a grown up, an adult. At 10, I swear. And I was riding bicycle free. That's why I thought I was an adult, because I was allowed to ride my bike freely. You know, I didn't have anyone behind me looking after me. And then when I turned 20, you know, I became a mom, a 17-year-old mom of twins. I was a little early with motherhood. But at my 20s, I started my business, you know, and then in my 30s, I came to New York, and then everything is a decade. And now it's a new decade here in West Palm Beach with Ingenue.
I love it. So what do you love about having your boutique here in downtown West Palm Beach?
Oh, wow. Well, I love the vibe that West Palm Beach has. It's every time I was here for vacation or a trunk show or something that, you know, would bring me here for a couple of days, I would just feel like the sun soaking my skin, my bones, everything was like, would become, I don't know how happy, how the energy was when I was feeling it. I said, someday I'm going to come and live here. The only thing is my husband is a true New Yorker, and he was like, no, I don't want to go to Florida because that's too old for me and this and that. And then when I told him, no, we're moving to Florida because that's where the young and the up and coming and everybody's going there. And coincidentally, we moved in 2020, right before the pandemic.
Perfect.
So
timing.
it was a perfect timing.
There you go.
Yeah.
So where can people, if somebody is thinking, I need to spruce up my outfit, what can they expect when they come into Ingenue? What kind of clothing do you carry?
Ingenue was created to give opportunity to designers, up and coming and established designers that are a little different. I have designers from South America. I have designers from Portugal and from Spain. And some of them are not known here, but they just have a beautiful background like sustainability, handmade, or just special things. And that's why Ingenue was created, to give that platform to these designers. I also have a little corner of artisans from South America, from Colombia. I'm half Colombian and half Ecuadorian. So I fell in love with Cartagena and their beautiful handcrafted home decor, accessories, handbags. So I had to bring some of their things, and I have them in my shop selling them. Very, very, I mean, people when they come, they go like, wow, this is so special. Yeah. And that's, you know, basically what Ingenue is. I would say it's a platform for
It's a vibe. I feel like it's a whole vibe over there. You are an incredible business owner, beautiful clothing, and you're kind of paying it forward by bringing in these incredible artists to come in and feature their work, which is a beautiful thing, which is why we love to support downtown businesses. And this is what it's all about, is collaboration and helping each other.
Oh yeah, I have had so much support from the West Palm Beach Downtown Development Authority. They have been amazing with me. They helped me with my grand opening. That was November the 2nd. It was a blast. Everything, you know, like I said, my neighbors, people, you, Kate, I just met you, and the camera guys, they're all so sweet. Everybody here, I don't know, I just feel that West Palm Beach, you go to a place, to a bar, like you don't know anyone, but you just leave the place knowing everyone. At least that happens to me. I go and I sit down for 2 seconds and I go like, oh, hi, and I start, and people have that cheer, you know, inside, and that's
they definitely want to support, and that's what's so great about the Downtown Development Authority too, is that if somebody is thinking about opening up a business, that is a great resource to go to discover, hey, where can I open this business, and what are the resources that are available to me? Because not everyone knows. So speaking about collaboration, we want to invite our guest to come on. Niki Lindsay is the owner of Lilly Juice, which is where we are filming today in this beautiful backdrop. And we're so excited to chat with you. Niki, hello. Thank you for dressing me today.
I was going to mention, I love that outfit that you're wearing.
Well, I love it too, and this is from Lilly Juice, and there are so many incredible outfits. I got all styled up with all the I was going to say decorations, but all the jewels, the jewels as well. So Niki, tell us about Lilly Juice. Why did you open Lilly Juice here in West Palm Beach?
I opened up Lilly Juice because during COVID, actually, I was living in Nashville at the time, and I took a lot of sewing classes, and I was just sewing handbags, tote bags, pillows, bandanas. I was just sewing up a storm just out of boredom, and because I'm passionate about that. And I was sewing so much that I needed to sell. I needed to find somewhere to sell, and it just so happened that during COVID, the only opportunity that I would have to sell was at one of the East Nashville open air markets. So I started selling on Saturdays, and it just so happened that with all the time and the energy and the effort that I was putting into creating all of these, it wasn't going in the direction that I wanted to. So I started adding more pieces. I started going to the fashion trade shows in New York and Vegas, and they have a big one in Atlanta. And I started adding pieces that I thought that the women that would come to the East Nashville outdoor market, I started adding different pieces like rompers, cute little dresses. I had a lot of younger women, so I would add backpacks and handbags, and then that's kind of how the whole thing, it grew and grew and grew from there. And then we ended up moving back to Florida, and we still continue to work the outdoor markets, to work all the pop-up markets and do all those events. And at that point, I had been going at it for a while. And for me personally, I just felt like it was time to open up a store, because I felt like I was ready. I did not want to open anything until I felt like I could put all of my time and my effort and my energy into this thing, called Lilly Juice, right? So,
and what a great practice for you to be able to go to all these different
yes,
places to kind of build up that confidence and see what do people really want and what are they looking for in their wardrobe.
And it's still, to this day, to be quite honest with you, it's still a learning process. I'm still getting to know my clientele. I'm still trying to, because in this particular area, it's actually, it's a very interesting combination of women that live out here, specifically because we've got a lot of the college students, okay? So we've got that demographic, but then we've got a lot of the 20-somethings that are living in all the high-rises, along with the 30-somethings that haven't married
We're
yet.
multi-generational here.
Well, exactly.
Everyone.
So I'm still trying to figure out how to cater to all the different age ranges. So that is kind of why I do pride myself on trying to get to know my clientele and all the ladies that live out in this particular area, because there is such a varying age range or age demographic. Like I said, you've got the 18-year-olds, but then at one point I literally had a huge group of like teenagers in that dressing room, and in the other dressing room I had a group of 80-year-old women. So we really get those. I get a very wide variety of women coming in, but I really pride myself that any woman, no matter what age, no matter what their specific body type is, no matter where they're at in their particular life, where they're at in life in general, they can come here and they can find something that's of significance to them, that they can come in, find something that they like, no matter who you are, you know? So I really do try to create an experience when you walk into Lilly Juice, as opposed to just walking in, just purchasing. It's much different as opposed to if you go to a mall, This isn't.
I asked Niki, I said, do you consider yourself a boutique? She says, no, we're an experience. And she said it with attitude. So you guys kind of have that in common, where it feels like you really have this passion for design and fashion, but a lot of it has to do with just helping women feel their best at any age, whatever they're doing.
Absolutely.
When we're in an outfit we love, you just show up a little bit differently.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And when I know what it's like to be in my 20s and have this great body, and you're like, oh, I can just wear anything, and I can just put a tube top on and I'll look fantastic. But I also know what it's like to grow older, and you're like, oh, maybe I want to cover this up. Maybe I want to cover that up. Maybe I don't feel so great showing this up. So it's interesting because I myself, I'm 40, and it's so interesting to me to continue growing. And I feel, for me personally, I feel like, okay, just because we grow as women doesn't mean we should stop caring about what we wear, how we look, because I think there's a stigma that's associated with women as we age, you know, that, oh, we shouldn't be fashion forward, we shouldn't care. No, I'm not about that. I'm about everyone coming in, no matter what your body type, no matter what your age, you find something that makes you feel good about yourself, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay? Because we all know what it's like to not feel great, you know, and you're just like, ugh. So I want people to walk in, and no matter what, they can walk out and they feel good, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, I made a good purchase. I helped some local ladies out in the community. You know, I helped them grow their business, and I want people to feel more confident, because I think as women, we all know what it's like to just feel kind of just beaten down by society, and just like, you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this.
Some fun.
Yes.
And you are the person to help somebody that's going to come in and figure out, what is that outfit, what is that piece that's going to really make you feel vibrant,
energetic, thrive, flirt. That's what I'm all about. I like to present Lilly Juice as energy, as like a special type of energy. When you walk in, you feel a certain type of energy, okay?
Where did you come up with the name Lilly Juice?
I have a 14-year-old Pekingese named Juicy Lucy, and I have a 4.5-year-old black pug named Lily. I was originally going to name it Juice Lily, but then I thought it sounded way too much like a smoothie shop. So I put Lily in front, because a lot of people, they're like, oh, you're copying a different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're trying, no, that's got nothing to do with it. I love my dogs. I wanted to pay homage to Juicy. She's been my best little buddy throughout my entire life. So yeah.
So your love of dogs and your love of fashion combined creates Lilly Juice, and you have to come check this out. It is an experience.
Thank you.
It is such a wonderful location. Thank you so much for allowing me to
Absolutely.
showcase this
100%.
gorgeous outfit.
100%, yeah.
And for anybody that is looking to upgrade their wardrobe a little bit, then you need to go visit Cristina and Niki,
Lindsay.
And let's see. Well, we're going to get some new outfits, so we have a more confident women, more confident selves walking all around downtown West Palm Beach.
Individualistic also. So it's not like you're just getting, no, I'm the buyer. So every piece that you see, I hand select. Okay, I don't hand sew them, but I hand select them. Okay, so I pride myself in the quality of the material. I try to give the best price that you can possibly. I really do.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. First of all, Niki, thank you so much for having us in your beautiful location.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're so happy to be
beautiful.
here.
I really am. I'm so proud of you, Niki.
Thank you.
When you went into my store that day, I was like, oh my God, who is this lady? She's so beautiful. She just walked in like a good neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't expect this. And then she said, I'm Niki, Lindsay from Lilly Juice. And I'm like, oh, that's the store that has that beautiful sign outside and it's pink, and I didn't have a chance to come here because, busy every single day in my shop. So like I have to come over and say hi, and just meet you. And again, see your store. It's just amazing. I congratulate you for the decoration, for the selection of your clothing. We do not compete, and that's a good thing.
Exactly.
You collaborate.
We
It's all about collaboration.
I sent you clients the other day. They wanted some beachwear, some stuff. I
Yes.
sent you this girl. I said you have to go to
Thank
Lilly
you.
Juice around the corner. She will have what you need.
And this is what I love about downtown West Palm Beach and the merchants. You guys are collaborators. In fact, when we asked Niki, can we come to your to your boutique to film? She immediately was like, yeah, but we have to get Cristina on the show too. So it was like immediately, let's work together. Let's see how we can collaborate to really help each other to grow, right? When the more we bring people down to downtown West Palm Beach and showcase our beautiful community, the more people are going to come, show up, and create that vibrant community that we get to live, work, and play in. So, Cristina, thank you so much for being the co-host today. Nikki, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
And thank
so
you for
much.
wearing a gorgeous outfit.
Always.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.